Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Naked CTF. I am Jono from OpenLearnSec, and in Naked CTF, this is where I will attempt to compromise and own a server from HackTheBox. This is the first time attempting this server. I've not solved the box beforehand. I've not seen or read anything about it. It's one take with no editing. So this video could be 30 minutes. It could be 3 hours. Who knows? That's half the fun of doing it live, so to speak. I'm learning in the open as I work towards my OSCP certification, in the hopes that these videos might just help someone else who's on the same path, or maybe it'll help someone get to sleep at night because they can just put this on and I'll bore them to death. So let's get stuck into it. Today we're going to be doing. Whoops, that's the wrong hotkey. Bear with me. Today we're going to be doing Keeper from HackTheBox. It's an easy Linux machine. We've just launched it a few minutes ago. It's about 4 minutes old. Let's grab the IP address and get ourselves started up. Let's get some enumeration going. As always, I'm going to be doing the IP in a environment variable, so I don't have to try and keep track of, remember it each time. This is something that I'm trying to build into my workflow, make things a little bit easier. Let's do this. All right, so how do we get started? We do enumeration using nmap. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick scan. So sc-sv IP address. We're going to leave it to do the top 1000 ports. We're going to do T4 timing. We're going to output to, actually, first thing we need to do is create a working directory. So we're going to go into HackTheBox. It's called Keeper, and make a directory called Keeper. And cd into that. And let's start like that. Let's get off on the right foot. Make sure we keep all our notes together. So nmap -sc -sv IP address, IP, T4 timing, v, and what else do we need? I think that's all. We need our output file, nmap1.txt. And off it goes. So you can see here it's doing the top 1000. It's already discovered port 22, port 80, and it's going to do some service discovery there. Not surprisingly, 22 is running SSH, port 80 is running HTTP server. That is Nginx port version 1.18, and we get from the banner that it's likely running on Ubuntu. Just to be a little bit more thorough, we can get into the more aggressive and larger scan. So scanning all 65535 ports, just to make sure we catch anything that might be not in that top 1000. So nmap all ports, and look, I can just use the autocomplete there. So we're using the -a script, very aggressive. The IP, T4 timing, and outputting to a separate file, and then -v. So we can just let that run. While that's going, we'll turn our attention back to this. We'll grab the output from nmap here, and we shall stick it in our notes. So we are going to keep our notes together here. And now we can kind of decide on next steps. OpenSSH, what can we do? Well, I mean, if we had some credentials, we could try and mess with it. If we had, say, credentials to log in to something else, maybe an application or something like that, or we had a bunch of usernames but no passwords, we could try brute forcing or credential stuffing attack on SSH, where we try all of the usernames in combinations with a bunch of commonly used passwords. We don't have any of that at the moment. We're completely blind in terms of credentials. So we're going to kind of leave SSH alone. Port 80 is where I think we should focus. So in terms of things to try, we're just going to do a basic browse through the HTTP site. Maybe run some directory and file enumeration on HTTP server. So that's really all we can do at this point. I think if we get some more intelligence or information along from taking these two actions, then we can develop some further actions to take and things to try and perhaps look for a potential foothold on the server. So flicking back our entire deeper port scan across all ports. So yeah, nothing there, no surprises. So we can conclude that we've only got SSH and HTTP to work with. Rightio. I think the easiest thing to do is let's just clear our terminals, keep things nice and neat. Let's jump into the browser. Let's force HTTP. And let's put in the IP address. All right. So we get a blank homepage. Oh, sorry, we get a fairly basic homepage with just a link. Where's that take us to? It takes us to /RT. Oh, it takes us to a subdomain, tickets.keeper.htb. Now, because we've only been given an IP address, but if I click this, it's not going to work. It's not going to resolve, right? Because keeper.htb is a non-public domain, so to speak. So we need to make that domain resolvable. So we need to take the IP address. We need to add it to our local host file. So all this sort of stuff will work. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. And what are we going to do? We're going to do the IP address. And it was keeper.htb. You can already see a bunch of domains and subdomains there. Tickets.htb. Tickets. What was it? Tickets.keeper.htb. So straight away, we've got potentially perform subdomain enumeration. So already we know about tickets.keeper. So the domain is keeper.htb, and we know about this subdomain, tickets.htb, because it's been linked from the home page. But is there any other subdomains on keeper.htb that are interesting? I don't know. So let's just go to the root and make sure it's the same website. Oops. HTTP keeper.htb. Yeah. Okay. So the IP address and the domain itself are pointed to the same web server root, and it's serving up the same page. Cool. The /RT is familiar to me because I think this is an open source ticket system. I have maybe used it in the past. I can't remember. Anyway, let's try it out. Oh, before we do that, let's have a look at the page source here. Yeah, super simple. HTML, body, HTML. The other thing we want to do is look at the request header. So let's reload the page. The GET request. Whoa, how'd you do that? Okay, so request, this is what we sent. You can see the host name is now in the request. And what did we get back? Server Nginx 1.18.0. Yep, that matches up. So we know it's Nginx. We don't really have a super clear idea about. I mean, Nginx is essentially a proxy or reverse proxy or a simple HTTP server. It's not like Apache where you plug in modules for things like HTTP, etc. So let's have a look. And yeah, RT. Best practical. Yeah, request tracker. That's it. Bestpractical.com. So this is the vendor, the people who make request tracker. And from what I remember, it's like kind of like a ticketing system for IT teams. Yeah, and it was email based. I think it was even maybe written in Perl. But I remember it being open source. So this looks like a very much a proprietary or commercial system. I don't know. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. So request tracker open source. Commonly abbreviated to RT is an open source tool for organizations. So yeah, maybe these guys have just, taken the RT code base and turned it into a commercial product because it's got a. Yeah, look, there it is. That's their repo. So it's funny with some of these open source solutions. You go to their homepage, and the fact that it's actually available as open source is so well hidden away. You got to usually like really dig into the. Oh yeah. Want to run RT on your own server for free? You can grab a copy of our latest stable release right here. Yeah. So, look, it's the commercial open source business model. Anyway, getting off track. So, this, let's have a look. Releases RT 505 is the latest from October 1923. And this one is running 444. So, seems like it's quite old. 444. It's not even on. Let's go here. Releases 4.4.4. No, 4.4.7. Yeah, so 4.4.5. And then 4.2.17. There's no 4.4.4. And that makes me very suspicious. Because it generally means that this version, 4.4.4, had a serious security or stability or functional problem, and they've pulled the release from here. So let's see if there's actual tag for 4.4.4. Yeah, see, there's a tag for it, but there's no release. So that's the one we're on. So 445. Yeah, see? It's written in Perl. I was right. Oh my god, that's like maybe 15 years ago. My memory's not as bad as I thought. So let's go back to 4.4. 447. It looks like they've got two kind of different branches running. They've got a 4.x and a 5.x branch running at the same time. Anyway, let's do some simple stuff, right? Let's try admin and admin. Don't save. Request tracker default credentials. Root and password. Root, password. All right. That was a little bit easy. Let's update our notes. Request, it's tickets.keeper.hdb/rt is running request tracker rt 4.4.4 able to log in with default credentials, root, password, default creds for rt at http://tickets.keeper.hdb/rt. Okay. So now that we've got that, what can we do? We can create a new ticket and assign it to, whoa. Okay, so it looks like the base URL for the installation of RT is set to keeper.hdb, but the request is coming from tickets.keeper.hdb, so it's having a little complaint that it might be a CSRF, cross-site request forgery. Does it actually work if you drop the subdomain? No. Well, the good thing is, click here to send it anyway. Oh, okay, it doesn't work. Okay. All right. So, does anything work? Oh, okay. Logged me out. Okay, so some stuff works. Users. Search. A. Okay. Users. Search A. Active tickets. So this is from Lis Norgrad. Issue with KeyPass client on Windows. Interesting. Okay. Let's, before we get too excited, let's grab some of this intel. So this is a organizational user. Always good to know. Let's get rid of that. Org user. So the owner of this ticket is me, which is root. Attached to this ticket is a crash dump of the KeyPass program. Do I need to update the program of... Okay, yeah. See, it's email based. So you kind of ping back and forth on email, and it will parse all the email and kind of use it as the threaded comment system. Okay. Where's the attachment? Attached to this ticket. Lady, where's my attachment? I saved the file to my home directory and removed the attachment for security reasons. Once my investigation of the crash dump is complete, I will let you know. Okay, so we had a crash dump from KeyPass. Which is kind of interesting. Steal? History? Yeah, that's that. Basics. So does history have the attachment? Nope. Links. Okay. Let's kind of work through the menus. Sets. Name. A. Yeah, okay. So I think parts of the site have been deliberately broken with this CSRF issue to stop you digging around. Yeah, okay. Articles. No articles. Search assets. A. Yeah, okay. My day. No active. My reminders. On there. My approvals. Show approved request, denied request. Okay. Admin. Users. Yeah, so there's two users. Me and Liz. She's the help desk agent. Oh. New user. Initial password set to welcome 2023. And we've got her potential system level username. Interesting. Um, default password potentially Unix login is that. Okay. Um, okay, let's dig a little more. Groups we probably don't really care about. Nope. System config. Ugh. Dang it. Database name, password. Password not printed. So we've got admin is Postgres. Host is localhost, so it's running on the same box. Name is it's the actual database name. Password not printed. 3306 is Postgres. I believe. 43306. That's MySQL. What the? Database admin. Okay. Database type. Database user. Okay, we'll make a note of this. If we do want to attempt to gain access to the DB itself, that might be useful. That would definitely be useful. And we got some paths here. User local share, user share request, Perl library. Okay. Request tracker, config files, logs. All right, there's quite a bit of interesting stuff in here. We know that we can, oh yeah, here's some environment variables. Oh, it might be running as root. Okay. Ubuntu 2204 kernel version. And it's running Apache. So maybe Nginx is just reverse proxying into Apache. Yeah. All right. There's a lot of stuff there. I think something we want to put on our list is cv/vol for RT 4.4.4. Because, you know, we didn't actually exploit anything, right? We just used default credentials. It's a shredder. Okay, interesting. Settings. About me. Wondering if there's any way to, like, get command execution. Quest tracker 4.4. Let's Google it. Information exposure. Okay. Okay, vulnerabilities. Let's just open up a bunch of these. Best practical. West tracker 4. Okay. Information disclosure by transaction search. Okay. Okay. Open redirect. Whatever. XSS fire crafted content. Whatever. Obtain sensitive information about CSRF verification tokens via crafted URL. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Kind of like looking for the high severity ones. Okay, DOS. Yeah. Disputed. SQL injection vulnerability. Okay. Okay. Oh. Go away. This is kind of the same. Pleased to announce general availability of RT4. Here's all the things we've fixed. Uh-huh. Yeah, these 4 CVs have popped up a couple of times. Let's just quickly review them. Timing attack? I don't know. I mean, information disclosure. XSS. Disclosure. 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 Snick. Right, I think we're bumping into the same things over and over again. There's no like slam dunk, RCE, LFI, IDOR, anything, right? In this version. So what I think we'll do is give these creds that we found a try. So we're going to use this. So it's going to be SSH. Yes, I will accept. And then password, welcome 2023 exclamation mark with a capital. Okay. Welcome 2023 exclamation. Holy shit, it worked. Sorry, excuse my language. Okay. So valid SSH access. ID. Groups. No interesting groups. Right. Sudo -L. Welcome 2023. Okay. Oh, incident will be reported. Ooh, what are you gonna do? Um, okay, let's start with the user flag. So we got that. Half the job done. From here, pop out 32 hex characters in there, and boom, user flag owned. I'm just trying to think what we should do in terms of looking for Privesc. We've got all this kind of random weird, like, why is this regular users Vim RC owned by root? You know? That's my Vim file. And what the hell is RT3000? Unzip RT3000. Oh, that's the KeyPass dump. Of course. That was originally mentioned in the ticket. And the KeyPass file itself. So it's probably the avenue that we want to go down in terms of we don't want to spend a whole bunch of time looking for a privilege escalation on the box itself. What we're, like kind of the working theory here is that this KeyPass database and dump file is somehow going to give us the credentials that we need to obtain root. That said, I have been burnt in the past, and yeah, so let's SCP this stuff. Oh my god, I can't remember SCP syntax. So LNORGAARD at keeper.htb colon slash passcodes.kdbx then dot welcome 2023. Yes, can't believe I got that right. I always mess it up. Now we need key pass dump full dot dump. Welcome 2023 exclamation. Yeah, this is a pretty big file. So while that's transferring, let's close up all these CVEs. And key pass dump file abuse. KeyPass exploit allows attackers to recover master key. Well, that is good news. Very, very good news. Well, not good news if you use KeyPass, but good news for me. Okay, I mean, this is really recent as well, May 2023. POC has been made available, security flaw impacting the KeyPass password manager that could be exploited to recover a victim's master password in clear text under specific circumstances. CVE 2023, let's open that up. Expected to be patched in version 254. Apart from the first password character, it is mostly able to recover the password in plain text. No code execution on the target system is required, just a memory dump. Right. Let's get our hands on the so-called proof of concept code for this. And let's hope that the KeyPass database is created in 253 or earlier. Memory dump can be a KeyPass process dump, swap file. Wow. RAM dump of the entire system. The first character cannot be recovered. Okay, so we need to probably brute force a bunch of different first characters. All right. So let's grab this CVE. Proof. Oh, just let's try exploit. Okay. Nothing like running a bit of random code. That's why I do all of this in a virtual machine and not on my main desktop. Should I be worried? Probably not. This exploit requires access to the proc virtual file system, specifically proc PID mem. First, it starts by dumping the key passes process memory. Default behavior will be scanned. And the PIDs of one will be acquired address and memory maps. Buffer by primitive. So this one looks like it doesn't actually use the existing dump, but it'll take a dump of the running process. Yeah. So first letter will be missing. Okay, let's stick a pin in that one for now. I mean, that's cool. Like, we can run the KeyPass client and try that. This looks like it's just a cut and paste from the GitHub page. No, it's added a bit more. Mimi Penguin is a tool to dump the login password. Oh, I don't like that. It's not cool. Lasagna. Hash extractor. Okay, we're kind of getting into... yeah. Master password dumper. Ooh, there's a walkthrough. I think this is a pretty recently added box. Yeah, so this one is for Windows. Problem is, what version of KeyPass do I have? And I'm using KeyPass XC, which is probably different, right? Um, KeyPass, not KeyPass XC. KeyPass. And how do I get an old D package? Downloads. Oh man. Mono. Mono is the .NET framework for Unix, I think. So you can run it's the .NET runtime. Mm. Do I have it? Well, guess I'm gonna have to install it. Oh, look at all that. Okay, so we need that. And then POC. Don't really want to look at this because it's kind of going down the path of reading a write up. Saika. Like, I'm assuming the dump file. Oh, that's what we already got, right? Yeah, you see, KeyPass XC not impacted. Rule of thumb is if it's not the original KeyPass 2.x app written in .NET, it's likely not affected. So I'm assuming that this is a Windows dump file. So I don't know if there's like a standalone utility to, or standalone POC or exploit that can actually read this, or if we want to try and do it online where we open this up in the vulnerable version of KeyPass and then run this code to try and extract it, to run a memory dump and then extract it. So Let's just see if we can get this thing to compile, because that's a pretty big prerequisite. uh, Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. No. This is not the right one. That is a Windows tool. This is the one that we want. So let's get this. I mean, worst comes to worst, I can always jump into Windows and try this out. So git clone that. Let's go into CV 2023 ECC dump -o dump error finding key pass success. Okay, let's not mess with the thing. Let's close this and shut it down. Now we need to get a copy of but it's not going to work, is it? Because you have to actually type the password in order to extract it from the memory dump. Oh, okay. All right, I think it's time to go to the hints. Okay. So we can run a vulnerable version of KeyPass and open the database, but if we don't have the KeyPass database password to type in, we can't extract it in real time, and I can't find a tool to extract it from what appears to be a Windows memory dump. Master password dumper POC. See, this one is doing it in real time. From the actual live process. Linux DMP. Oh boy, this website looks sketchy. All right, we're just about to clock over 1 hour here. I've already looked at that. Think it might be time to have a look at this guy's notes. Don't want to steal too much. Yeah, we got all that. Very good. Thank you. Proof of concept for this vulnerability here. Ah, man. If we'd kept digging, we probably would have found this. All right, I think this is the tool that we need. I wonder why we couldn't find it. What was the... ...2023 32784, right? 2023 32784. Ah, man, my Google foo has failed. So let's grab this repo and let's start playing around with it. See if we can get it to work. cd key pass dump python 3 key pass dump.py, and we will copy key pass full dump. Stuff it. We'll just leave it where it is. Okay. Let's use recover f key pass full. Yep. All right. Skip flag. So no jump, no jump, skip, debug. All right, let's just try that to start with. No jump points. Something. So 0, 2, 3, 4. Missing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Missing 14, 15, 16. Skip, debug, recover. Skip, debug. So unknown, meaning it could be, I guess, A to Z. And then I assume that means it's either D 4E, and then a space, MED space FLDE. Kidding me, aren't you? Okay, so that was enough characters extracted for Google to recognize it as a Danish red berry pudding dessert that I'm not going to even try to announce. So let's do this. Let's go to here. Let's open up KeyPass. Let's open up the database. So it's going to be in Keeper. Let's go back to here. I think we need to remove these special Danish characters, which is why I couldn't find them, because they're not in the normal kind of ASCII set. And here we go. Moment of truth. No. Rodgrod Med Flood. Maybe it is using the... Oh, okay. Maybe it is using the special characters. Nope. Okay. Let's check the hints. Default password was password. Default other user was... what do they want? The username or... Yeah, username. CVE was up here. Okay. Yep. Okay, we were all good so far. Find a POC for the exploit. It won't recover the first characters, may have some issue with non-ASCII characters. Web search for the characters it does recover should help identify the full password. Okay, so it recovered DGR Um, it's going to be a space, isn't it? My goodness. Ticketing server root. And there's an RSA key. Let's see if we can just SU to root with this. So we're going to SSH back in. Welcome 23. Whoops. Wrong password. Welcome 2023. To root. And then that. Okay, let's try root app. Maybe no root login. So I guess. Oh man, it's a putty file. Putty user key file. So we would have to change. I guess that's the pub key. That's the private key, right? So putty key convert. No. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay. Let's think about this. Ticketing system. Yeah. Okay, we know that. Who's this guy? Michael. Okay. I think we can ignore that for now. Ticketing system. Um, convert putty key into open SSH. How do we convert putty key into SSH format? Under Linux. Oh, wow, putty tools. Didn't know that. Sudo apt install putty tools. Yeah. Looks good. Okay. vim buddy key. Let's grab all this. Insert. Save. Putty. Gen. So we want the private key, right? So puttygen t key minus o private open ssh minus o priv key. Huh? Is it a PPK? Putty key format. Public lines, private lines, yeah. Putty user key file 2. File 3, okay. Key type. What is wrong with the putty? Let's try copy paste again in case we messed it up. Format error. Putty gen file format error. Does it have to be in the right extension? Nope. What version? 080. Type. RSA, right? TSA. Nope. What am I missing? Okay, let's check the hints. First line of the notes. Okay. Can I just copy and paste that key? Well, look at test key. Okay. Don't tell me I can just copy it from the PuTTY key. I have a feeling I can now because it's already RSA. Vim test key, just private. SSH -I test key. Asking for a password. Is that because the key is failing? ED25519. Oh, look, does PuTTY for Linux exist? That would be... Oh my god. Like, I've run into this before where I'm struggling to convert between key formats and all this sort of stuff. Let's try it anyway. PuTTY keeper.hdb SSH connection data. It's been a very long time since I've used PuTTY. Where do we add the key? Key? Add key. Auth. Credentials. Private key. Home. HDB. Keeper. Oh, it's in keeper dump. Okay, I think it should prompt me for unable to load key file. Is that because Jesus? Keeper.hdb SSH auth credentials private key home not downloads. Home. HTB. Keeper. Open. Format error. Very interesting. Why is okay? So can't find a way to convert it to OpenSSH. It's definitely OpenSSH. Putty itself doesn't seem to like the key. I'm thinking maybe this is it. Maybe it's the control line feed versus line feed. I don't know. Yeah, DOS to Unix. Bit of a long shot, but let's try. A little bit desperate. It's not complaining about the key version, like it's missing the cipher version or something like that. Invalid format. Hmm. Yeah, so minus T is when you're generating a new file. Okay. Okay. Doesn't matter whether it's public or private, yeah? This is private Mac. Maybe this isn't part of it. I'm going to delete this line. What would a MAC address have to do with a key? Okay. I think it is, unfortunately, right up time. Doesn't happen very often. I think this is maybe the third time. And in case you're wondering why I do have all these write-ups here, it's because yesterday I was going through them all and adding them to my somewhat unorganized notes. Okay, we've got this, we've got this, we've got this. We've got our foothold. We've got our priv-esc. Yep, we SCP the zip. Oh, interestingly, oh, so they used the Windows utility. Huh. Okay. Then they used the KeyPass CLI version. Fine. They opened it up. But the version that they use actually gave them those non-ASCII characters, the Danish characters, which is kind of cool. So they're able to Google that Very quickly gave them the full name of the dessert. And so let's compare PuttyGen SSH key file. Yep. -O, that's where it outputs to. That's the output type. That's the output file. I just cannot get that working. Why can I not get it working? Is it because they're using this CLI? So they go into network, ls, show 0. I guess that's the index. Yeah. The entry is 0. -F. Yeah. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try copying. And they've got that private MAC. Yep. I'm going to try copying. And then instead of pasting into Vim, I'm going to do echo close putty 3. Yep. Okay. Now I'm going to do putty gen putty 3 -O open SSH private, then O file name is putty 3 priv. Open SSH private. History grep open putty gen. Oh, private open. Yeah, wrong way around. Private open SSH. Same thing, file format error. Where am I going wrong? That is what I would like to know. I'm going to do this. I'm going to grab this up to here. And then I'm going to paste this in here and do putty 4. And then I'm going to diff putty 3 and putty 4. And there's a difference. Well, well, well. E-A-N-I-B-A. E-A-N-I-B-A. Cat. Let's do Vim putty 3. Yeah, there's a space in mine. See that? There's a space there. There's a space there. Actually, a tab. Oh, I did it. Oh no, I did it. I hit the tab. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I have self-owned. I bet you it'll work now. Oh goodness. Oh, I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. It was number 5, right? -O private open SSH -O putty 5 priv. Oh my god. WTF. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, let's do open SSH. Let's do SSH root at that, and it's going to be putty 5 priv. There we are. Who am I? ID pwd ls cat root.txt. There it is. Jeez Louise. Let's grab that. Let's put it in here. And there we go. Boom. That is the box. And I have just self-owned myself while trying to own Keeper. Yeah, look, I think I must have accidentally hit a tab while messing around and copy and pasting and all that sort of stuff. Really just broke the integrity of the key file. That's why it was not working with any of the key conversion tools. That's why it wasn't working with the putty client itself. It was valid all along. And so, yeah, quite frustrating. But, you know, as anything, it was, you know, a good lesson. It's just coming up to an hour 46. Probably could have knocked a good 15 minutes off that. Really liked the box overall. It was good fun working through the web-based ticketing system. Bit of a, you know, nostalgic trip for me. Request tracker, I did use it many years ago. Looks good. It's cool that it's still a Perl application. Not many of those left these days, but anyway. Yeah, okay. I need a little break after doing that. So it's been a lot of fun if you stuck around to the end of this video. Thanks very much and have a great morning, evening, night, whatever it is, time, whatever it is in your time, wherever you are. So thanks very much and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.